a few years now. You were 2 years ago. You were a Gayot 5 rising chef in the U.S. Not 5 rising chef in LA, and today in the U.S. And now we're in Studio City in California on Ventura Boulevard. And I came for dinner knowing you, expecting your food, but not expecting an environment of that restaurant that looks so good with all those details, marble on the floor, onyx on the wall with light background, wine here, there's a whole wine cellar behind. And so now you, from the restaurant you were before to where you are now, you have completely free reign to the point that you even do the food with tweezers. I can see that. You they have a pen, but then you also have your tweezers. So tell me a little what you have. You've evolved the food over the course of your time, right?
Yeah. What's been really important to me is kind of trying to stay progressive, stay modern. I like to think of it as progressive American, using kind of a global pantry with all the flavors that I've traveled a fair amount, and I've had.
Well, you went to Cordon Bleu in Pasadena, and then you stashed in some major restaurant in Europe. And then you came back here, and then before you came back to LA, and before you started working at Raphael, you went to Asia, right? So for like
about 6 weeks.
6 weeks. So that's why there's more Asian flavors in your food now, right?
Yeah, definitely. When I started here, I hit the ground running with some of the stuff that I had just seen because it was fresh in my brain. And it was.
Tell me what we had tonight. We had the first
the first dish was compressed watermelon with a sauce gazpacho, some coriander and its flowers. The second course we had oyster, which I wrapped in seaweed. I grilled in the seaweed, so it took on the aroma of the seaweed, and I used the same grilled seaweed for the sauce. And then the third dish, which was something that we came up with today, was a local seascape. It was stuff from Santa Barbara. The owner's son goes to school in Santa Barbara, and he brought back some.
Oh, just brought it back in his car.
Beautiful.
That's why they're so fresh, right?
Yeah, the prawns were still kicking. The uni was out of the shell. It was pretty excellent to get to work with it, and then put something together with it.
So you just invented that dish this afternoon, or you kind of added it in your mind and said, well, I'm going to do it now?
No, it all came together this afternoon. It was
well, it came out really nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Then the...
Well, you had scallop with uni.
The scallop with uni. With that uni, I just had to use it as
right,
much.
Yeah. And then we have a nice tuna tartare.
The tuna tartare is kind of one of the first things I did here. I'm thinking, when we're in Studio City, there's all these beautiful sushi restaurants around here. I've got to stay true to the area. So I did a tuna tartare first, but I wanted to do it my way, and so I used Thai flavors.
And then so the next one was pork belly. So all those dishes are tweezers, done. So do you have different sizes of tweezers, or you only have one?
No,
we have
the longer ones and the shorter ones. The longer ones are more used for the pans and for. I don't like tongs; they beat things up. It's spoons and tweezers pretty much exclusively in the kitchen.
They were a nice duck also. Some little particular ingredients.
We did a powder made of ash. We made an ash oil similar to what they do in Noma. Charring vegetables and then dehydrating them and then making an oil with that, and then I took that and made a powder with it, so it's light on the palate.
And then the great part about your Asian flavors, I know the owner didn't want you to go too much on the Asian flavor, but then they're very subtle. They're there. You discover them as you go down the plate. They're not overpowering the base ingredients.
I think that you have such a broad range of ingredients. You have tropical flavors. You have a various range of soys and fish sauces and just things that are really easy to use, but they're not. They don't have to overwhelm a dish. They can be used subtly with French technique as well. And
then dessert came, but you don't do the dessert. You have a full-fledged pastry chef. So
I'm
gonna talk with him. Sorry, we're going to end up on this separate part at Raphael on you and move on with the pastry chef. But great job. I was very happy to discover this gorgeous restaurant, and with your execution and the evolution of what you've done over the course of the years to what you're doing today.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, chef.